In the small abandoned town of Ravenwood, things that defied reason occurred. The townsfolk whispered of the happenings, their faces pale with fear. It started on a stormy autumn evening, as the wind howled through the empty streets, causing the dilapidated houses to creak. Jonathan, a courageous but reckless young man, decided to unravel the mystery of Ravenwood. He stepped into the old, decaying mansion at the end of the town, which had been abandoned for decades. The house, entwined with wild ivy, had an ominous reputation. It was rumored to be haunted. No sooner had Jonathan entered the house, the door closed behind him with a loud bang. A cold gust of wind made him shiver. He pulled out his flashlight, but its weak light could barely penetrate the darkness. In the silence, he heard a faint whisper, as if the shadows themselves were speaking to him. With every step, old boards creaked beneath his feet. The whispering got louder, almost as if it was calling him. Jonathan followed the sound into the basement of the house, where the darkness was thickest. Suddenly, his flashlight went out. In the darkness, an icy hand gripped him and a rough, hissing voice whispered right into his ear, "You're not alone." Jonathan froze with fear. He felt something unknown and icy cold moving in the darkness. He tried to escape but tripped over something that felt like cold, clammy fingers on his ankles. In the blackness, he heard a bone-chilling, inhuman laughter echoing through the entire house. Jonathan ran as fast as he could back to the door, but it wouldn't open. The laughter got louder and the cold hands reached out for him from the darkness. With his last strength, he tore the door open and stumbled out into the night. Behind him, he could still hear the cruel laughter and the whispering of the shadows. From that night on, Jonathan never left his house again, plagued by nightmares and the constant feeling of being watched. The residents of Ravenwood avoided the mansion even more decisively from then on, because they knew that something lurked in the darkness, something not of this world. And when the wind blows through the streets of Ravenwood, people say, you can sometimes hear the soft, mocking laughter from the old mansion, accompanied by the whispering of the shadows.